up this morning from a reoccurring dream.
Hello, people. I am Jaby KOAY, joined by the dope-ass SYNTELL KOAY. We are continuing.
It's your boy.
Yeah, we're continuing on with Money Heist, episode 3. This one is called Errar al disparar, which translates to miss when shooting. If anyone from IMDb happens to be watching this, because I know that I got some fans at IMDb, at least one, because I got recognized at a film festival. Yo, try to take out any and all spoilers possible in the IMDb, because this image right here feels like a spoiler that I'm looking at. Oh, by the way, this is an aside. I don't know if we need to. I guess the audience could use this information as well. If you click on the cast on this specific episode in IMDb, it won't show you how many episodes they're in, and so you won't get spoiled as to how many episodes they will be in.
Right.
That's just an aside. Anyway, if you're watching this on YouTube, you're going to see a cut-down version of our reaction because we're only allowed to show you a limited amount of picture-in-picture. If you want to watch the whole thing with us, uncut, uninterrupted, head over to our Patreon page, patreon.com/JabyKOAY, where you can watch the whole thing with us, but you will need your own Netflix subscription, so you can open up the show in an adjacent window to our reaction, and it's like you're watching it with two of your favorite pals from the internet. If you're watching this on Patreon already, thanks so much for supporting us here. If you're watching this on YouTube, make sure to hit that subscribe button, bell icon, all notifications, and pretty please vote this up to let YouTube know you're enjoying what you're watching. I just remembered in the last combo, I don't know if it got recorded, what you were saying. No, I don't think it got recorded. You were saying it sounded like I said I was speaking another language because I was saying it so fast.
Yeah, man, you was working it out, fam. You got it.
Anyway, yeah, so that's it for now in terms of the intro. I'm all like, I'll call it discombobulated now because I was thinking about that.
My bad, I didn't mean to throw you off the game, man.
It's funny.
My bad.
People like real shit. Let's continue on with episode 3. Here we go.
Tengo que hacer un par de llamadas.
No pasa nada.
Muchas gracias.
Do you believe his small demeanor and unassuming look?
We don't know much about him. He's the one guy we don't know anything about.
Mamá, acabo de terminar. Voy para allá.
And he's got her mama's number on his phone.
Soy el inspector.
That's right. He's getting all that intel.
All of it.
Si he empezado contando la historia de un secuestro, es porque todos recordarán aquellos días de asedio en la Fábrica Nacional de Moneda y Timbre. Las calles del centro de Madrid se cerraron. Se emitieron programas en directo 24 horas.
I mean, every news channel's gonna be there.
Yeah.
Nunca se aplicó mejor la frase de que el tiempo es dinero.
Right?
Hell yeah.
8 millones de euros.
8 million euros. Oh my. Per hour. How many hours y'all got?
Golly. You are literally just what?
Diré que por una simple historia de amor. Al fin y al cabo, el amor es una buena razón para que todas las cosas fallen.
Oh, that was a great cut. The editing.
I wonder what the symbolism is with the paper house too.
It's like House of Cards kind of thing. Everything's very fragile. Maybe. I don't know. It's just a design choice, perhaps. But everything looks like schematics to me.
Yeah.
And Intel. I think that's the idea.
Me gustaría pedirte un favor. ¿Puede ser?
Hombres armados con M16, señor.
Que nadie haga nada, ¿de acuerdo?
Les hablo en nombre de los atracadores. Somos 67 rehenes.
This is great, because you don't know if any of those guys are hostages behind them.
Right.
Hemos vestido todos igual. Y es imposible distinguirnos de los atracadores.
El con megáfono le está dando órdenes, señor. El del megáfono, señor. Es un atracador.
Oh, no. No. No, don't kill Berlin.
Última oportunidad, señor. Última oportunidad, señor. Están entrando, repito, están entrando.
No, que nadie dispare. Que nadie dispare, ¿me habéis oído?
Shit. Completely ignorant of the fact that his life was almost taken.
A asignar algunas tareas para que no se me depriman. ¿Cómo te llamas?
Pablo.
¿Haces deporte?
Sí, soy capitán de atletismo del colegio.
Jerk number 1.
His reaction.
Dime, ¿se te da bien el bricolaje?
No, señor, soy un auténtico desastre. De hecho, cuando pincho la rueda la cambia mi mujer.
Me estás diciendo que lo tienes. Que tengo un puñetero polígrafo aquí.
Yeah, man, you don't own a drill? You don't own a drill? Come on.
What kind of man are you?
Todos ustedes podrán grabar mensajes para sus familias. Nairobi, alegría.
Venga, machotes. Las manos detrás de la cabeza y a la izquierda en fila india.
She looks tough.
Yeah, but I like it. It's kind of hot.
Yeah.
28 metros hacia abajo hasta llegar al colector. Los turnos serán de 3 horas. Y cuando terminéis vuestro turno y volváis con los rehenes, ni una puta palabra de lo que estamos haciendo aquí abajo.
Another show I forgot to mention in our commentary about like easily identifiable outfits is Squid Game.
Mm-hmm. Very true.
Siempre hay una primera vez.
You ain't getting out of this, homie. You're about to work.
You can learn today. you a
learn
man
today.
You a man today.
El brazo ha sido lo más emocionante que me ha pasado este año.
Un secuestro es más emocionante.
That dude was such a dick.
Dije que eras un crío y que jamás estaría contigo para que no te metieran un balazo en el esternón. Porque la verdad que me lo metan a mí me trae al pairo.
Eso no te lo crees ni tú. Tú no has hecho nada de esto por mí.
¿Qué os pasa a todos, tío?
What is the plan there?
Se ha encendido un teléfono. Es el de Alison Parker.
Hackealo. ¿Sabes lo que me pasa? Que estoy completamente seguro.
Oh, she just wants to delete the photo.
Tienes los santos cojones de decir que estás de luto por tu novio, ¿no? Pues no parecías muy de luto cuando me pedías que te empotrara contra la pared.
No vuelvas a hablarme así, te parto la cara.
¿Qué coño haces? ¿Qué coño haces? ¡Me cago en Dios!
Se ha desconectado.
Bet they got a picture, though.
Páralo. Duplica pixel.
Mm-hmm.
Can you really recover that? I mean, even with sharpening and all that?
Lo tenemos.
No. I don't believe that. That's some Hollywood magic. There's no way.
Hey, man, you know, them brand new iPhones is dope, though.
I thought I accidentally went forward by accident.
Sí.
I mean, Professor's watching all of this, though.
Tú eres la única persona que conozco que puede resolver esto sin violencia. Y ahora vuelve a esa carpa y asume el mando. Tenemos la cara de un atracador. ¿Qué pasa, capitán? Que no.
What do you want him to do?
He said, "What's wrong, Captain?"
What's he want him to do?
See if there's any weapons under the tarp.
I like how he sends the young guy forward and he hangs back.
Well, he's a coward. What is that?
Es heroína, tío.
Oh, that's C4.
El abandono de la negociación se debe a su situación familiar tras su denuncia por malos tratos.
Vale, ya está bien.
Damn.
Word? That was fast. But you did kind of shout it out to everybody in the space. So
Yeah.
I guess that's one way.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, yeah, if there's even a tiny leak within the camp, I'm sure the media would love to pay it off. Get some juicy details.
No pudimos grabar más de 6 segundos.
Páralo ahí.
Parece una Makarov.
No, es una Stritch 9 milímetros.
¿Qué es eso de la pared?
Teléfonos.
Ponme las imágenes de la cámara trasera.
Damn, they got a lot of intel in just a few seconds there. That's crazy.
Yeah.
¿Lista de rehenes? Son sus teléfonos.
That's still hard to believe that they were able to resolve that image.
Yeah.
It was so blurry. Like, Adobe, there is software that can resolve details, but not to that level. That's really Hollywood. Enhance.
¿Alguna vez ha fingido un orgasmo?
No.
Every woman has.
Just comes standard. It's like power windows in a car.
Cree que voy de farol, ¿verdad?
Francamente, sí.
Para que vea que no lo miento, le voy a dar un dato. Tiene 67 teléfonos móviles pegados con velcro en la pared. Le doy 1 hora para que acepte mi propuesta.
Escúcheme, inspector.
Damn, power move. Disconnect. Now who's in charge, bitch? I think you're just making the Hulk mad.
No quiero repetir. repetirlo otra vez.
Perdone. Disculpe, que está muy cansado.
No puedo.
Disculpe, perdone.
No puedo más. Me voy a morir. No puedo más. Venga, sal de ahí.
He played his part, though.
Yeah.
Se os ha escapado un teléfono. Así que encuéntralo, estamos bien jodidos.
Dame luz verde para castigarlo. Bloqueamos a los rehenes con pánico, seguirán haciéndose los héroes. ¿La ejecución, por ejemplo?
Oh, no, you can't do that.
Ooh, you gotta keep him on the rails, man. That dude's the pit bull.
Yeah.
Rein him in, Professor.
Enhorabuena, porque uno de ustedes lo ha conseguido. Ha grabado una imagen de aquí dentro y se la ha enviado a la policía.
Aníbal Cortés, natural.
You gotta come clean, dude.
Se le relaciona con el robo de una mansión en Ginebra. Tiene una orden dictada por la Interpol.
Man, he's wanted by Interpol.
Usted ha grabado un vídeo.
I'm so glad he's talking to her about this. I was like, come on. She was the only one who actually held a cell phone at one point.
Mm-hmm.
Berlín.
She's gonna try and get that phone, though.
Lo que ha pasado.
Good. Thank you.
Mando borrar la puta foto, ya está. Fue un despiste, nada más.
¿Qué pasa? ¿Tienes
You
déficit?
just keep messing up.
Porque si eres uno de esos niños...
No tengo ningún problema.
He's got him by the neck, dude. Ugh.
By the scruff.
18 años y ella 44. Era mi profesora de francés.
Damn. I know what that feels like.
Cuando eres joven y estás con una mujer que está llegando ahí al Ecuador, todo se sublima. Tienen la experiencia
That's
que
right.
les falta a las adolescentes.
Yeah.
Mi profesora me entregó sus carnes maduras cada vez como si fuera mi puñetero cumpleaños.
You know why? Tell him why.
Antes de despeñarse definitivamente por la pendiente de los años.
Yeah, one of the brothers. Yeah, I was about to say.
Yeah, you fucked up, dude.
He gotta at least get socked, you know? At least.
Pequeña diferencia entre tu historia de amor y la mía. En mi caso, yo no estaba en un atraco con rehenes poniendo en peligro la vida de mis compañeros. Bestragoba.
I mean, it's a horrible thing, but I get Berlin. I get that.
Yeah.
You gotta set an example, man. You gotta run a tight ship.
Voy a salir un momento para comer y vuelvo en 15 minutos.
De acuerdo. Atención, sale la inspectora. Retirada a los paparazzis.
What are you thinking, dude?
He's gonna go out and try and meet her again. She don't even know how to hold the gun.
So real. Oh, pizza time.
En el suelo y retrocedan muy despacio.
It's cool how they got the hostages actually saying the lines too.
Yeah.
Because you don't know. Keep mixing it up.
Tengo un móvil en mi despacho en el banco.
Qué calor aquí.
So the brothers are just strictly muscle for the most part. That's pretty much their skill set. They're just the heavies. Don't take away that lady's choice.
Siéntate. ¡Siéntate!
That was so slick.
Han llegado las medicinas. Repártelas. Espera.
You think you saw her?
No.
Oh.
He's got the
About
pill.
her choice, huh? Yeah.
Vente para afuera.
Yeah, she thinks she's caught. She doesn't know. They shouldn't have shown us that shot where he took the pill aside.
It would have added more suspense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Raquel, el chico estuvo en el museo.
¿Hace cuánto?
Hace 3 meses. Las cámaras le captaron formando parte de una visita guiada.
¿Iba solo?
No, tenías razón. Iba acompañado.
Ah. Damn.
Te han mandado su foto de judicial, la tienes que estar recibiendo justo ahora.
Hey.
¿De qué está hablando?
¿Dónde tienes la grabadora?
¿Pero qué grabadora?
Casualidad que estés todos los días aquí haciéndome preguntitas, ¿verdad?
Espera, Antonio, por favor.
¿Qué pasa, Salva?
No.
Yo le conozco. Viene aquí todos los días.
Damn, she manhandled him.
Like, real easy, like.
He couldn't see who got found out. God damn it, WhatsApp.
Si el padre es tan gilipollas de perderse lo mejor, todo el cariño para ti, solo tú sabes todo lo que te puede querer tu hijo.
¿Qué estáis haciendo, Denver?
Exactly. What are you doing, Denver? What are you doing, Denver?
For real. For real.
I love him. Berlin is the best.
Me lo voy a pensar hasta que salgamos de aquí.
Denver be sniffing out the BS.
Ahora vuelva al despacho con los demás.
Oh, shit.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
The slow turn. Shh.
Damn. He was rooting for her, too.
¿Vienes de una despedida de soltero?
God damn.
A lo mejor Mónica hubiera preferido que se dejara llevar por su instinto y se olvidara del teléfono que había sonado entre sus piernas. Pero no fue así.
¿Qué va a pasar con nuestra autoridad cuando se lo cuente a los otros?
He's right, though. I know he's a bad person, but he's right.
Mátala.
Now I don't know about killing her. That's a little far.
Damn.
Dang, I don't know about killing her, but he is right. It undermines their authority.
Damn.
I was with you, Denver, until then. I mean, not Denver, Berlin.
He's got to talk to he's got to clear it with the professor, though, right? Like, you can't just order an execution.
He might be off the reservation, though, man. He might be too far gone. And he's in a leadership role in an impossible position because he's got to whip not only his crew in shape, but the hostages, too. And he deserved that ass whooping. Yeah, you know, he deserved to catch a couple of hits.
Cosa en todas mis historias de amor.
Oh, really? The first time?
Why?
She's a bit unhinged. I don't know why she's taking away his eyes. That doesn't make any sense.
I don't understand this.
¿Para qué cojones tenías que engañarme?
What did you think you were gonna do, dude?
Like, you didn't learn from the last beatdown?
Tu historia de amor ha mandado a la mierda vuestro plan de fuga.
That's right.
Y arriba también. La policía sabe quiénes sois.
Damn.
It goes back to what I was saying. Don't lecture me when you messed up.
If you just fucking stick to the plan, it'll go smooth. Like, you deviated. What did you think was gonna happen?
That's what I'm saying.
Y'all fucked up. What did you think
That's what I'm saying. You did this.
Bhavya.
Ooh, don't do it, fam. Don't do it.
We don't know what happened.
Oh!
We don't know what happened.
But did he, though? You didn't see the body.
We didn't see the body. We don't know what happened.
You didn't see the body.
He could have shot next to her. I thought about it just now. I'm like, if you hit someone in the head hard enough, they might forget things. You know? I'm speaking as someone who knows someone who went through a head injury. Like, you kind of forget things. You know, you come out a different person. You don't have to kill them.
Yeah, but you ain't got to be beating on a pregnant lady, though. I mean, my thing is, it's like, if you tie her up, gag her, you know, worst come to worst, you know, like, worst come to worst.
Yeah.
Just let her go.
Yeah.
Just be one of the hostages you let go. But you ain't got to kill her. But the other dude, he deserved to get that pistol whipping or to get that chest slumped up some. But you earned that, man. You messed up. You keep messing up. That's the thing. Like, you got the slap on the wrist the first time, and now you mess around and you let her take these pictures and all this. It's like, come on, fam. What are you doing, man? You've been shot at. You let people take pictures.
They were just so lax. It's like, why are you being so lax about it? He put the phone down right in front of her. She was done. Take her away. Like, you didn't do your job. You can't be loose like that in an environment like this. It's easy to say that as someone who's not involved in the situation.
Yeah, of course. You know, we're armchair heistmen right now.
Exactly. Do your job, dummy.
It's not how I would have done it.
We've established a while ago that our main lady, Tokyo, is very volatile emotionally and mentally. And so her shooting the cameras and taking it into her hands like that, it seems weird to us, but in her crazy brain, it makes sense to her. And that is what multiple relationships have taught me.
Yeah, because you're trying to make rationale out of emotion.
It don't need to make sense to you, bro. It don't need to make sense to you. It makes sense to her, though. All that matters.
Like, you don't realize you're hurting yourself.
Yeah.
If the eyes in the sky can't see, that means he can't protect.
Yeah.
Which means he can't protect you, which means you can get shot by police, locked up, and go to prison.
Yeah.
But you're not thinking that because you're in rage mode right now.
Right.
Oh my God. It's infuriating, but you are right. We're thinking about this logically, and this is what actually makes it a kind of realistic. I would expect, you know, somebody to have an emotional moment where they're just not thinking correctly. I mean, and even the other dude, him having an emotional moment in that time of him sharing a piece of himself and not thinking logically, you know?
Denver,
that's it.
All I was gonna say is sometimes, you know, girls be crazy, that's all. It's like Kevin Hart is talking about, you know, driving his car and he got into an argument with his lady and she started putting hands on him. He's like, bitch, you're gonna get us killed. It's like, maybe that's what I want. And he goes, well, kill your side, don't kill this side. Fuck up your side of the car.
It just don't make no sense.
Sometimes girls just do crazy things. You know, I've had a girl, like, we were arguing while I was driving, and she just threw the passenger door open while I'm driving to get my attention. I just remembered that. In the middle of me driving, she just threw the passenger door open. She's like, fuck it, I'm mad. I'm like, damn. It's like that. Don't date an actress.
I'm gonna kill us all.
Exactly. Oh, fuck all this up.
Just to prove this point that doesn't really matter in the big scheme of
exactly.
things.
Like they get emotional. At least in my experience, some have got emotional, and they just do things that don't seem rational to me, but it makes sense to them in the moment. Like throwing that door open in the middle of the highway just makes sense to them in that moment. Well, to that particular girl. So yeah, like she's shooting up all the cameras. I'm like, I really don't see how this is gonna benefit anybody. You're taking away his eyes, which is creating blind spots, which is gonna come back later on, and you know it is.
Oh, you know it. Absolutely, this is gonna come back. I'm surprised she only took down 2.
Right.
You know, those kind of temper tantrums usually end in burn everything, leave nothing but ashes.
Yeah.
From my experience. All right, let me ask you a question. So one of the things I said regarding the first 2 episodes was the pace, and the pace was like really up to be really fast paced.
Right.
This episode, it seems like we hit the brakes a lot more.
Yeah.
The pace definitely slowed down.
I felt that. We're watching 3 episodes back to back, right? So we've been watching this consecutively. You're going to feel a little bit. That is adding on to the fact that this is a longer episode, and the first 2, I believe, were around 40 minutes. This time they had a little bit more to tell, a little bit more to flesh out, which I get, I respect, but it did feel a tad slower. I did feel tension in certain parts that I needed to feel tension, though. In particular, when Berlin walks up, he's like, what you doing, Denver? I was like, Oh my God. That's the man you don't want asking you, what are you doing?
No.
That's why he's my favorite character, because he's just like, he's a wild card in a way, but he's measured. Everything he does is with exact reason. And it's like, he's very, very scary. He's so well written, that guy, because you don't know what he's capable of. He doles out this, like, his past a little bit here and there, and he's so relatable, but then he's fucking dangerous, dude.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I agree. In a show where there's no clear-cut antagonist, he to me is the only one that I can kind of fall back on. He's the only one that seems to doesn't have as much respect for life as much as everybody else.
Yeah.
It's hard for me because I see him as a bit of a villain in a sense.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah. But the thing is, he speaks with logic, though. Like, everything, I get it. Like, when he had to get, Hans and Franz, what is it, Helsinki and the other big dude.
Yeah. The two Serbian guys.
Yeah, to tune Rio up. I'm like, I mean, you're evil. You're not supposed to do that, but I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. I mean, and as far off as the pregnant lady, him killing her, I think that's very drastic. But even with that being extremely drastic in those extreme kind of situations, based on the type of person he is, it makes sense.
Yeah.
It's like, that's not falling out of what I think is his wheelhouse. It's like, yo, you too much of a problem. Yeah. I gotta let you go. You ain't gotta worry about that abortion pill because I'm gonna answer that question for you.
Yeah. That was just such a perfect follow-up though, because Denver is just going in on like all of his emotions about his mom and everything, and I'm feeling it with him. I'm like, dang, he's being so real, he's connecting with another human being and trying to save this child's life. And then Denver, and then Berlin walks up and I'm like, oh yeah, like what the fuck are you doing? Like, what is you thinking, man? What is you thinking? Like, come on.
It almost felt like a parent moment, like he was a kid doing something you wasn't supposed to be doing it, and mom and pops just walks in on you and like, what? Have you lost your mind? And you're like, oh. But listen, I know my hand's in the cookie jar, but can we try to maybe change the narrative?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's actually, that's a great way to put it, dude, because I don't think he wants to execute anybody in his team. I think he cares about everybody in the team. He's just frustrated. He's just frustrated more than anything, because like he could have killed Rio. He could have executed him, but he chose not to. And he's capable of it. That's the important thing. He's capable of it. And Rio, for all intents and purposes here so far, he's expendable. Like you can get rid of him and they can still carry out this operation successfully. So the fact that he didn't kill him says a lot about his character. He cares about his team and he's trying to teach him something. He's like, don't be stupid. Like,
that's what I'm saying. We all in this together.
Yeah.
Your decisions have consequences. I need you to recognize this.
Yeah.
Dummy.
There was that moment when Rio came running in to grab onto Berlin, and Berlin just tosses it.
Youngin.
What is you thinking? Don't be stupid. Like, I just flipped him over like nothing. I loved it. He's the best character in the show so far. Sad to say, he's better than Tokyo. Like he's such an interesting individual.
He has the worst advice, or the worst best advice that he's been given.
Yeah.
You listen to him and I'm like, I feel that advice too.
Yeah.
It's horrible. It is chauvinistic.
Yeah.
But it's like, but he's a little right, a little teeny bit right. I'm just saying. There's hints of truth.
I call that Thanos sense. It makes Thanos sense. You know what I mean? It's just like, that's kind of messed up, but I guess you're making some sense there. As I'm following you there. I think what made the show feel a little slower is the time we're spending not with our heistmen. When we're spending time with the law enforcement and whatnot, that's where it starts to feel a tad slower because they're slightly less interesting characters, but I'm still enjoying it overall. Like, I still think that, everyone feels very three-dimensional. I was very curious about the professor's move to pursue the negotiator at the cafeteria at the restaurant. I'm like, isn't that going to be sus? But then I'm being dumb because that guy has it all mapped out. He's thinking in 4D. He's already established a profile as this dude who comes to the restaurant all the time. So he could be there literally anytime she's there, and it makes sense.
I mean, the owner knows your name.
Yeah.
I mean, well, at least the guy behind the register, whoever he is, I'm assuming he's the owner. I mean, that's how thorough that checks out.
Yeah. The one thing I meant to say earlier that I forgot is that in this show, they're doing the same thing that they did in Arcane, which is you have these strong female characters, and it's not like in your face. It doesn't feel like virtue signaling. It's just part of the show. It's just part of the story. And they've established it very well within the confines of this reality of like, oh yeah, all these things kind of make sense. I buy into it. It's not like something absurd, if that makes any sense, because sometimes I see like a story or a film or whatever, a premise is going out of its way to highlight strong female characters, and it's like, all right, I'm out. Right. It feels like you're placating as opposed to telling a story. You know what I mean?
Right.
And here, they're legitimately, genuinely telling a story, and you just, part of that story are these strong female characters, and I really appreciate that.
You can be dope and not have to tell somebody you're dope.
Yeah.
You don't have to be like, look at me, check me out, I'm this amazing person. It's just your actions. We enjoy Berlin because of the way he moves in this environment.
Yeah.
He's not putting it out on Front Street that I'm a badass. You just feel it. I feel that way about Nairobi. She's had probably the fewest lines outside of the brothers of the heist group, but when she does step on the scene, you feel it. It makes a presence. And even when she had like small moments when she was talking to the pregnant lady about the choice that she may or may not have, I know that moment wasn't speaking directly to me, but it was still an interesting moment. It was still good.
Yeah.
It wasn't like forced down my face like this dude is a dog and this, that, and the third. It didn't have to go there. Everything was just told subtly and be like, girl, you know what you got to do. This is a very difficult decision. Take your time. And I picked up on it. And I feel the same way about the negotiator. You could see the asshole dude. He's not being an asshole because he's sexist. The other guy that's on the other team, he's being an asshole because she's blowing up her personal life. You could easily make that scene something totally else. And the way that she responds one way that makes it interesting and fun, and we get to see his truth of him being just an asshole in general without being beat over the head of this is the patriarchy coming down and this, that, and the third. We know those elements are there. We know it, but they're not like choking you, like forcing it down your throat. No, I appreciate that. Let's just focus on the story.
I'm enjoying it so far, and I'm looking forward to the next one. Y'all, thanks so much for hanging out with us. Hopefully you enjoyed that, and be sure to hit that subscribe button if you're watching this on YouTube, bell icon, all notifications, and vote this up. If you're watching this on Patreon, thanks so much for hanging with us. Really appreciate y'all. I am Jaby WEST. This is...
Yo, it's your boy SYNTELL.
Peace out.